We all love Minecraft, but the harsh reality is that the game was dying before its popularity revived in 2019 and 2020. However, with the game once again seeming to be in a downwards trend, plus community rage at Mojang and upcoming large versions, what is the future for Minecraft? So I think to get a really good idea of what's going on with Minecraft's popularity and what we could potentially see for the future of the game, we should take a look at the history of Minecraft. Notch originally put out Minecraft to be available for anyone to play in 2009, but its popularity didn't really go anywhere until 2010. And then with the project receiving more and more popularity, in November of 2011 the game was fully released, and it basically got more and more popular, especially with YouTube videos coming alongside it, for instance with large creators like the Yogscast, Stampy Longnose, DanTDM, and many more. And then the summer of 2012 and 2013, the popularity just got more and more, but then something happened. After the summer of 2013, the game's popularity started to go down. Not a lot, but somewhat. And this was due to a lot of different factors, but it was at this point that the game started doing worse. Then around the time that Notch sold the game to Microsoft, it did even worse then. I don't think those two things were connected. And after there basically wasn't a Minecraft update for a super long time, with the 1.9 update finally coming out, the popularity of the game really crashed. And this might have actually spelled the end of Minecraft. You'll notice on the chart there that around 2018 and 2019, the popularity seemed to get to the lowest it would go, but then something happened. Minecraft came back. In fact, a lot of different popular creators picked up the game and started making videos on it again. This especially launched off when the largest gaming creator on YouTube, PewDiePie, made a video on Minecraft, and then eventually made the game into a large part of what he did on his channel. But even this spike in popularity wasn't as big as what was about to happen, the shutdown. Now of course 2020 was bad in a lot of ways, but one positive is that because people had so much time on their hands, the popularity of Minecraft once again surged, and this time it seemed to be more permanent. And also around this time, due to renewed interest in the game, a lot of new faces appeared in the YouTube community, including Dream, TommyInnit, and all the other members of the Dream team, and overall that entire group of Minecraft YouTubers sprung up. That wasn't anywhere near even half of the amount of new creators and viewers there were that appeared around 2020 and 2021. And so it seemed that Minecraft was saved and Minecraft was back for good, and that somewhat would become the case. In fact, when the Nether update released, which was in the summer of 2020, that update made the game's popularity become even larger, and a lot of people also considered it to be one of the best Minecraft updates ever made, and so because of that, it influenced the game's popularity to a massive amount. But then something happened. In the fall of 2020, Mojang announced the Caves and Cliffs update. This got the community incredibly excited, in fact much more excited than they had been for any other update, including the Nether update. However, due to problems surrounding the shutdown, Mojang had to delay a lot of 1.20 and ended up splitting it into two updates, but then disaster struck. They had to split it again into basically three updates, so 1.17 ended up being split across 1.17, 1.18, and 1.19. But even to this day, there's two major features of the 1.17 update that still haven't been added. The first one is bundles, and the second one is the entire archaeology system. A lot of what the game's future will be rests upon what Mojang plans to do for Minecraft Live. But let's take a look at some recent Minecraft updates and see what they added and what they did. First we have 1.13, which in my opinion is one of the first updates of modern Minecraft. I feel like it was really one of the first times that Mojang said they would take old features and absolutely revitalize them. And I believe this update would have been much more popular if Minecraft's popularity at the time had have been larger, but unfortunately due to a lot of things, including the popularity of other video games in 2018, even a lot of Minecraft creators were making content on Fortnite and not on Minecraft itself. 1.13 adding a massive amount of content to the oceans, and really taking them from a completely empty and barren part of the world to something that's interesting and you could spend your your entire game on, it still didn't get the community hyped up for the game at all. And 1.14 was roughly the same, because again, that massive group of players that came back in 2019 and 2020 hadn't arrived yet. However, 1.14 was also a very amazing update. This update did add a lot of things to it as well, including for instance completely reworking the villagers, as well as adding the pillagers, and even changing around some crafting mechanics quite a bit. Cause then when all the players returned, they could see all the new features that Minecraft changed in 1.13 and 1.14. And then in the end of 2019, Minecraft announced two things. The first one was the Buzzy Bees update, which would be a very small update, basically to catch up on some bug fixing, and also to add the adorable bee mob. But as well as that, they announced something big, and that was the fact that they would be completely updating the Nether in another update. Take the Nether, which seemed to be already finished, and completely revitalize it and change it. And so because of that, the community got very excited for the next update. But as well as that, between Minecraft Live and the next update coming out, the global shutdown happened, and because of that, this massive group of players then started playing the game. And of course, this update was received incredibly well, because there were so many players that just came back to the game, and they could enjoy the Nether, a place that usually wasn't really played with that much at all, and turn it into something where you could do a lot of different things, including use the new Nether blocks, raid the bastions, trade with piglins, and more. And then of course the cave update split between all the different updates was received fairly well by the community, except for the fact that a lot of people were mad that it was split into 3 different updates. However, considering the scenario and how much really was changed around the general world generation, a lot more than people thought. After all, no one had any idea that the cave update would end up adding the world to be almost double the size, as well as literally fully changing how every single thing happened in the overworld's generation. But now we get to the most recent controversy around the newest update, and that is Minecraft 1.19. Well, Minecraft 1.19 seemed to be received very well. People were excited for a wild update, taking a lot of old and worn out biomes in Minecraft, and adding some nice features to them to make them really much more interesting and much better. But for whatever reason, Mojang decided to cancel about 30% of this update, the entire section of it that had to do with the birch forest, as well as getting rid of fireflies. And you might be wondering why the community would be so angry over just a couple fireflies not being in the game, but something crazy to think is that this is one of the only times that Mojang had ever officially promised a feature but never added it, and of course at the scale of promising an entire biome update for the birch forest but never delivering was quite disappointing, also considering the fact that they heavily implied in that Minecraft Live that other biomes in the previous biome votes, like let's say the acacia biome or maybe the mesa biome, would also be updated, as the savanna biome was featured in some of the concept art. But then another thing happened, and this made the popularity of Minecraft also unfortunately dip down, and that's chat reporting. Now Minecraft Bedrock Edition has had a form of chat reporting for a very long time, and in fact most games have chat reporting for their multiplayer, but Minecraft Java never did, and so because of a lot of reasons, a mix of the developer's choice but also some laws that were recently passed around the world, chat reporting was added to Minecraft Java, and although it's hard to say so far, this has seemed to cause somewhat of a split in the Minecraft community between those that play on 1.19 and 1.19.1 or 1.19.2, because they're basically the same version, and so it's yet to see if this split will be as bad as that around 1.8 and 1.9, but because the wild update also had a lot less in it, the overall hype for the game seems to have gone down somewhat. But we can't fully blame Mojang for all this because of a couple things. The first one is Mojang has been somewhat restructured lately, as there's a lot of new developers but also a lot of older developers that have decided to move on to other things. But it seems like most of that is done, and so hopefully Mojang will be able to put in 110% for Minecraft 1.20, whatever that ends up being. And there are also some other exciting things happening in Minecraft's future. Some of them are Bedrock and Java parity, meaning that every single feature in Java should be in Bedrock, and every single feature in Bedrock should be in Java. And of course that is going to take some time, and Mojang has more or less been trying to do parity for the last 5 years, considering how many differences there are between all the versions. But there's also a new Minecraft game coming out, Minecraft Legends. This should have more details announced at Minecraft Live, and so it'll be very interesting to see what this new game does. Minecraft also put out another new game called Minecraft Dungeons a while ago, and that was received incredibly well, and so because of that previous success, it's fair to say that Minecraft Legends should also be fairly popular, and could likely make the popularity of Minecraft in general become much higher. If you've ever played Minecraft Dungeons, I'd love to hear about it. I personally haven't, but I do think it's an interesting game. But let's go back to the popularity chart of Minecraft over time. You can notice it had that initial spike up, it got very high in popularity, and then after that it fell back down, but the game was revived in 2019 and 2020, and now here we are today. In the last 3 months, it seems like the popularity of the game has gotten lower and lower, potentially a massive crash. However, the good news is this sort of thing does seem to happen every single fall, just because of people going back to school and also just having less time when it's not the summer. And so at this point we're really in a transitional period with Minecraft, in the sense that we do not know what'll be coming next in the game. Also, the popularity is starting to waver again. It could certainly crash down to the level that it was at quite a while ago. So in conclusion, although Minecraft's popularity may rise and fall based on everything from summer vacation to the number of YouTube videos or new updates made about it, a lot of people around the world have just started playing the game, making it more played now than ever before, because Minecraft isn't just a pop-up trend game that's popular for a while but eventually disappears, and there's core fans that will always be there playing Minecraft forever, ensuring its continuing success, something that most games can't say they have. Thanks for watching the entire video. It's definitely a bit of a new format for me, so if you enjoyed it, be sure to tell me in the comments, and if you didn't like it, be sure to tell me that as well. If you're wondering what world I'm recording all this on, this is my public Minecraft SMP, which you can join by going to my Discord server, and I have a link in the description for that. Anyway, I will see you later. Goodbye.